Hey bro, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm fine, bro. How are you?
I'm super fine, bro. Just wanted to have a chat with you. Are you up for a movie?
Movie? Seriously?
Yes. What's wrong with you?
Nothing is wrong with me, but everything is wrong with the movies these days. Wahi kisi PT scripts. Nothing new. A lot of drama with a few intimate scenes. Nothing close to the reality. अभी ये गहराई ही देख ले.
Oh, besabar, besabar.
I am in no mood for jokes, bro.
Oh la la. Calm down, brother. Calm down. See, every movie is not the same. Some have great social messages and impact us on a positive side. Some show us a glimpse from our past and connect it to us. Like Hollywood movie, The Peaceful Warrior. It plays light on how we are living and how we should live. Have you heard the famous dialogue? That isn't the saddest thing. The sad thing is most people don't live at all.
अरे तू जा रे. You have seen a few perfect movies and saying this. I can tell you a lot of imperfect and nonsense movies too that has a very bad impact on the society, the youth of the nation, and the kids get influenced by such movies and spoil their golden age. Take the cult classics like The Godfather and The Rambo, for example. They promoted gangster mentality and the fight culture. Take the recent 2017 movie Get Out, for example, as well. It promoted racism. What do you have to say about this?
Yes, I understand, bro. But have you seen the movie Swadesh? How it inspired you to serve the nation?
But have you seen movies like the Kill Bill and Tollywood movie Arvinda Sameta? The scenes of Kill Bill were actually shown in black and white to show it as less violent. The amount of fake blood they have used in these movies actually contribute to the global water pollution. Lol.
Yes, you are right on. You are on point, bro. Some movies have major negative impact on the society.
But I understand you have a very valid point too. There are movies that positively impact the society as well. So let's do one thing.
What?
Let's hear what our colleagues have to say about this, the positive and negative impact of movies on the society.
Great idea, bro. Let's go then. पर picture अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त.
Right.
Tari Zameen Par is a very famous and out-of-the-box Bollywood movie which revolves around a school-going kid who is burdened by the expectation of his parents. Lot of things have been very impactful from this movie. Firstly, for the parents, it gives a message to be more kind and patient in dealing with their children. Secondly, for the teachers, this movie has very clearly shown the kind of impact of both helpful and non-helpful features on the children. Thirdly, for the children, sometimes children are not able to communicate whatever is going on their minds with their parents. This movie leaves a positive impact in our mind as it shows the real and practical situations in academic life, whether we believe it or not, but every slight warning, every little abuse, every minute raising of voice leaves an impact of some kind in our brain.
Is having pizza a big thing for us? Definitely not. But there is a movie which says that having pizza is a very big thing for weaker section. Yeah, the movie is called Kakamutai or Crow's Cake. Here, the two young boys who school dropouts from weaker section, after seeing the pamphlet of new pizza outlet nearby their home, they started cravings against it and started finding a new routes to afford the pizzas, like selling coals, selling puppies with them, and selling kakamutais. But everything went doing. At last in the movie, due to some political reasons, they had their pizzas, but after release of this movie, which created a great impact in the societies, like even the managers of the Pizza Hut and the Domino's, they started giving their pizzas to the weaker section in and around the cities, and they also started selling their pizzas at rupees 69 and 99, which is definitely not possible. So this movie, after release, which had a great impact to the societies, and people started buying the pizzas for 69, and they also started having the feeling of they can also afford it. And this movie also bagged huge awards, and guys, do watch this movie and enjoy it with Hakamutai.
Oscar-nominated movie Pursuit of Happiness is based on real-life experiences of Christopher Gardner, played by Will Smith, who was once a homeless single father and struggled really hard. Chris was doing his best, but his best wasn't enough. In order to raise his 5-year-old son, he was employed as a salesman and was earning a meager income. After multiple struggles, Chris finds an internship with the prestigious stock brokerage firm, which was his dream. He faces quite a number of challenges to earn a livelihood, but never at any point let go of his dream. He and his son endure many hardships, including living in shelters to sleeping in bathrooms. This movie gives a beautiful message that at the end of the day, what's most important is to pursue things that make you happy. In Gardner's case, his happiness was to offer better life to his son. He never stopped visualizing his successes.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right? You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. These were the lines from the iconic movie The Godfather. As a movie, it's surely one of the greatest movies ever made. But I'm going to say some other side of the story many of us don't know. After the release of the movie, it resulted in many copycat crimes as depicted in the movie. In 1973, a group of men robbed by a bank in Brooklyn, New York, using the tactics similar to those used in the movie. Imagine living your life peacefully, a movie is released, all of a sudden there's a lot of scrutiny on you and everyone thinks you have links with mafia. And this is the case of many immigrant Italians after the movie release. The film also sparked increased interest in the mafia due to the portrayal of mafia as a powerful and glamorous organization.
Fight Club was one of the most controversial and talked about films of the 1990s. It became a cult classic, and on its 10th anniversary, New York Times held it as the defining cult movie of our time. Starring Edward Norton, who plays the narrator who is unhappy with his white-collar job, he forms a fight club with soap salesman Tyler Durden, played by Brad Pitt. Following its release, several fight clubs were reported to have started in the US. People posted videos of their fights online, leading to authorities to break up the clubs. Fight clubs were also started at Princeton University on campus. In 2002, a college student planted pipe bombs in mailboxes, wanting to create a smiley on the map as an act of vandalism. The movie is a cry against capitalism. Not chaos or destruction, but to the existential dread of having everything you've been told to want and still feeling empty. The point of the movie was to do what you want to do, to be who you are, that the dream isn't worth of freedom, souls, or time that we have on this earth.
I'm here to talk about the movie Khichdi. I don't know how many of you have heard of it, but in the era of pseudo family movies, this one is a real fun in family and fun with family movie. While the true sense of comedy is suppressed by the cheap and the demeaning jokes, this one is really fun and light on mind and heart. And one thing I can assure is that this movie does not provoke any caste, religion and nationality in any order.
प्रफुल्ल, order मतलब?
ऑर्डर का मीटिंग है ऑर्डर अच्छा। अरे हम वो भूत वाली फिल्म की शूटिंग देखने गए थे। वहाँ वो दिग्दर्शक हीरोइन को समझा नहीं रहा था कि तू कम डर रही है, तेरे सामने भूत खड़ा है, तू ऑर्डर ऑर्डर।
In my opinion, instead of encouraging the movies with the heavy budgets, we should try and promote the movies with little content, yet the crisp quality. Crispy like R for dosa? Crispy like R for dosa?
D for dosa?
हाँ, मैं मसाला डोसा की बात कर रहा हूँ।
तो फिर M for मसाला डोसा आएगा। आज कहाँ से आया?
वो रवा मसाला डोसा निकला तो।
At last, I hope my presentation made you smile, even if a little bit. With this, that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
This film encapsulates the life story of Milkha Singh, aka the Flying Sikh. From a little kid who loses his family in the India-Pakistan partition to rise as sprinter who represents India at several international sports events and several medals for the country. Do you even know that Milkha Singh has won the gold medal in 400 meters at Asian Games as well as the Commonwealth Game, and he is the only athlete to win gold. However, this movie does not only talks about the winning of Milkha Singh, it also talks about the efforts he put in, the determination he had, and the passion that Milkha Singh owned. This movie represents his personality of never giving up, depicting that nothing is impossible to the mind that believes. He was a champion because he trained himself to be a champion. He used to practice all night when others used to sleep, and ultimately he won the challenge he accepted, a challenge against himself.
Another movie that has a positive message is Dear Zindagi. The movie goes a long way in normalizing therapy and emphasizes its contribution in maintaining mental health. The movie depicts a period in the life of Kyra, a cinematographer played by Alia Bhatt, who seeks professional help from Dr. Jahangir Khan, played by Shah Rukh Khan, who is a psychologist, to overcome her problems. She had a simple issue. She was unable to sleep, and this was due to her inability to maintain her relationships. One might think it is not something that you need therapy for, but in fact, it was during the course of her therapy that she discovered that the root cause of all her problems was her fear of abandonment due to issues she had in her childhood. Realizing this fear and moving beyond that helped her to succeed in her life and profession. This movie clearly depicts how her family and friends reacted when they discovered she was seeking therapy. And it's a typical reaction of most people in India, a country where even talking about mental health and therapy is not very popular. This movie was able to explain the importance of therapy and mental health at a time when it was truly needed.